Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually under the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another unboxing, a first impression for you, and this is the niche perfume house of Khadlage. Khadlage is another Middle Eastern perfume house from United Arab Emirates. They've been around for a few years and they have a very extensive perfume lineup in their portfolio. I think at least about 100, if not more, 100 perfumes. I unboxed and reviewed a few of their fragrances before, and for a price they are quite impressive. So this one in particular is from a line, is called Karus. So this one's from a line called Karus. There are, I think, around 5 or 6 of them in this line, and this one in particular called Khadlaj Karus, and this is red oud fire. So this is Khadlaj Karus Oud Fire, is EDP, is 100 ml, United Kingdom. You can find it under £30, and let's see how it will stack up. But before I do the unboxing, please, if you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you perfumes like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they could be a hidden gem. This way you will help me to challenge the infamous YouTube algorithm, which is getting worse and worse. The big players getting bigger and richer, and the small players getting smaller and poorer, and getting pushed out. If you want me to survive, if you want me to keep coming back, if you want me to keep afloat, if you want me to stay in this endeavor and bring you hidden gems which nobody else is talking about, they don't get the limelight, they don't get the mention because they're not big names, please help me with your movement of a finger. That would be appreciated very much. Thank you very much for your love and support, and let's go. So with the brand Khadlage, you always get a very good presentation. Look at this beautiful, very thick cardboard box, and attention to detail is everywhere. Very good looking, and it opens like this. Like this. So this is how it opens, and it sits in this gallery, and it's a very attractive bottle. The bottle is very good looking and high quality, and it sits in this velvet gallery, which is very attractive. Where do you get under £30 such a presentation? Nowhere, unless it's a Middle Eastern brand, which is, oh, they always give you everything plus the kitchen sink for a price. Okay, so red coloring for the glass, and it is a nice like a plastic all over it, which is very attractive. It says Khadlage on the side, Khadlage here, and it says made in UAE, eau de Parfum, 100 ml, and in front it says Karus Oud Fire, and the cap itself has got a Khadlage logo on top, and it's got a weight. It's okay, little bit of weight, not too much, and it's a plasticky, and the atomizer is silver and modern. And here we go, let's see how is the atomizer. Good atomizer, although it's not pressurized, but it's very good. So far so good with Khadlage Karus Oud Fire, sorry yeah, Oud Fire, and let's see how it smells. Here we go, first impression. Woo! First thing it hits me is the strength of this fragrance. It's very strong. Careful to not go straight into your nose. It just hits your nostril very strongly. Goodness me, I can taste it in my mouth now. Woo! Very strong. Okay, I can smell it here. I don't need to bring my hand here in front of my nose. Okay, so very strong, quite sweet, very sweet. From 0 to 10 being the sweetest, this is around 7, maybe even 8, so it's quite sweet. very woody. I'm smelling some woods in the base. Is it oud? I'm not sure, but it is very, very woody in the same time. To my nose, maybe it's a combination of cedar sandalwood, maybe a little bit of gaiac wood in here to give it that more interesting facet of woodiness, but I'm not smelling oud per se yet. Maybe it will develop maybe later on, but at the moment, first impression, no oud to be seen or to be smelled, of at least for my skin and my nose. It's quite spicy. I'm smelling some cinnamon, some nutmeg. Definitely cinnamon, definitely nutmeg. What else? I'm smelling some patchouli in here. The patchouli is quite leafy. It's quite earthy, it's quite leafy. It's quite a strong patchouli in here, so you need to like your strong earthy patchouli to enjoy it. It's got this variety of like a hint of chocolatiness in here as well. What else? A hint of floral. I think it's a rose in here. Yeah, definitely there is a rose, but the rose is here is the middle of the rose, in the middle of the road rose. It's not a jammy and it's dark. It's not a jammy dark. It's not bright and fresh. So it sits in the middle. It is the hint of the jamminess in here and also a hint of freshness. So it sits in the middle, but it's a very, very noticeable rose in here. The rose is quite noticeable. But what a quality. The first thing that hits me is the quality of this fragrance. It's very, very well done. It's very well put together. It smells great. It smells good quality, good perfumery. No harshness, no chemical, no sharpness, no alcohol smell, none of those. Straight to the perfume, which is very, very strong in the same time. So you need to like your bold, strong fragrances to enjoy this. Otherwise, this is not for you. If you like your perfumes to be subtle, if you like them personal, if you like them to be understated and things like that, this is not it. This is very bold, very big, very in your face, and it's very, very loud. It's obnoxiously loud, super loud. So you need to like your loud perfumes to enjoy it. You need to have that kind of personality to enjoy it. If you're not that kind of personality, this will wear you in itself. You're wearing it. But it's very, very bold in the same time. It reminds me of, what does it remind me of? Reminds me of Mancera Red Tobacco to some extent. Okay, it's not a clone of it, it's not a one-to-one, it's not inspired by it, I don't think so, but because of the combination of the notes in here giving me a little bit of red tobacco, especially the strength of this fragrance, giving me the red tobacco feel by Mancera. Although the tobacco in here is much more toned down, it's not as tobacco-y, but it's got a little bit of that leafiness, which herbalness as well, which giving it a little bit of that, and also the spiciness of it. It reminds me of the red tobacco by Mancera. So yeah, same category if you like. It's not a one-to-one to it. It's same category of fragrance, same genre, same perfumery. I would say around maybe 70 to 80% similarity to red tobacco. So if you like red tobacco by Mancera, this is a very, very good alternative to it. Mancera red tobacco is £150 for retails for £150. This one is under £30. You do the math. But you're not missing on quality, you're not missing on strength, you're not missing on the smell, you're not missing on the perfumery. Here is top notch. It's not far off from Mancera red tobacco. If red tobacco is 10, this is around maybe 8 in terms of quality. So it's not far off from red tobacco by Mancera. I actually prefer this one a little bit more than Mancera red tobacco. Mancera, but as much as I love it, it is a little bit on the challenging side to wear. It's not easy wear per se. This one is a little bit easier to wear, a little bit easier on the nose. It's a little bit easier on the basically for people who like this kind of fragrances. It could be a little bit less challenging, let's say. So let's see what they say in terms of note breakdown. This is according to Profumo.com. So on top, first thing first, this one came out in 2024, and on top we have bergamot, davana and rose. In the mid we have cardamom and nutmeg. In the base we have patchouli and vanilla. So there is no woods to be seen, but it's very, very woody, which is very funny. Yeah, I smell woodiness, definitely. It's very, very big on the woody aspect. Also, they're not mentioning, I'm getting definitely cinnamon, which they're not mentioning. And also what they're not mentioning again, it's the synthetic elements like isu super and ambroxan. There's a huge isu super and ambroxan in here, which is quite noticeable for an experienced nose. If you don't know what you're looking for, you won't smell it, but in here I can smell it very strongly. So it's a combination of isu super and ambroxan in the base, which is quite big. So it opened up with a hint of that bergamot, not too much. You get lost very quickly. Davana, to be honest with you, I'm not smelling that much. Yeah, just a hint of davana, just giving it that davana is very smooth. It's like jasmine. It makes the perfume very smooth, and in here it's quite smooth. But rose is much more noticeable, so I'm just noticing the rose much better than the davana. The rose, as I said, is quite a middle of the road rose. It's not a dark jammy rose, it's not a bright fresh rose either. It's just right in the middle. Cardamom, nutmeg, yes, I'm smelling some cardamom, but cinnamon is much bigger than cardamom, which I'm not mentioning. So cinnamon, nutmeg and cardamom is the last one. And the base, they saying patchouli and vanilla. I get the patchouli, yes, it's quite an earthy patchouli, and there's a variety of chocolatey earthy patchouli, and also it's a little bit leafy, a little bit camphorous, and the vanilla in here giving it that sweetness, which is quite smooth right now, which is very nice, but it is quite sweet, so there's no escape from this sweetness, which is coming from mainly the vanilla in here. But what they're not mentioning, which is very, very apparent, any nose can pick, a big woodiness in the base. It's a very, very woody. It's almost like wood chip, wood shave, wood chop. So it's like you're in the woods and you chop the wood and you smell the tree. That is the smell in here. So it's very, very apparent. Almost goes to the pencil shaving smell, almost. So very, very big woody aspect to it, but they're not mentioning it, whatever. Sometimes they don't do that. They do that because they want to protect their formulation, which is these days doesn't make sense, because there are machines that you can put the perfume in and it will tell you exactly what's inside it and exactly how much is inside it and all that things. So but traditionally it used to be that perfumers, to protect their formula, won't tell people what's inside it completely. They would tell you one or two, three things, but majority of the things they would hide because they wanted to keep their formulation secret. These days it doesn't make any difference because people can find out with those machines anyway. So to recap, wow, it's still going super strong. Okay, so if you like Mancera red tobacco, this one it is quite similar to it to some extent. Again, it's not a one-to-one, it's not 100%, but it is quite close. I would say around 70-80% similarity to it. But if you don't know what Mancera red tobacco smells like, I will tell you exactly what you can expect of the smell of this fragrance. First thing first, big rose. The rose in here is quite a nice rose, but it is in the middle, and also very, very woody in the base. Almost goes to the realm of oud, but there is no oud at the moment. It is quite warm in the base. It is quite resinous, yes, but I'm smelling something like cedar sandalwood rather than oud itself. It could develop, it become oudier later on, but at the moment there is no oud to be seen. There are many companies out there, they say oud, but they put many other woods in it to basically replicate the smell of oud. In here they're doing that as well. So it's very, very spicy in the same time, which is cinnamon, nutmeg and cardamom. So you need to like your spicy fragrances to enjoy it. The name Karus Oud Fire is coming from those spices. So basically those spices giving it that big fiery feel, or big spicy feel, or warmth which is coming from those spices. And the red coloring is coming from the red rose. As I said, it's not a jammy red rose, but it is quite a red rose, not noticeably. And also I'm getting some peppery aspect. Yeah, definitely some something like pink pepper smell to it. So there is a pink pepper element, or maybe black pepper. So overall, very, very nicely done. It's very, very well put together. Smells great. Smells very good for this time of year, which is middle of winter. This will shine in winter. I think it's better suited for that time of year. Who is it for? Definitely on the mature side. I would say 25 years and older to be on the safe side. In terms of gender, bang in the middle, unisex. Anybody can wear it, ladies and men, no problem. It is targeted unisex and it's correct anyway, but it leans a hint of masculinity because of those big woods and the spices. And in terms of occasion, this is very opulent, so it's very good for going out, evening, special occasion, formal occasion, special ceremonies, dating, going out. Very, very good for those things. Oh, clubbing as well, because it's very, very loud at the moment. If this one lasts a good amount of time, this is going to be a big hidden gem on our hand. At the moment, it's filling the house, filling the room, filling everything, so it's very, very loud. And in terms of season, as I said, it is better suited for cooler weather, definitely winter, autumn and spring. In summer, this could be cloying because it's got a big sweetness, big spiciness to it as well, so it could be cloying in heat of the summer. Okay guys, so for the first impression, I'll give it 2 thumbs up. Yes, 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 I'm absolutely loving it. I knew House of Khadlage do big perfumes and good perfumes, and this one is in that category. It's very, very well done. In the next video, I'll let you know the longevity, development, things like that. For now, for the first impression, yes, yes, yes. Okay guys, if you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you perfumes like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they're hidden gems. If you are interested in purchasing one of my own perfumes and support me that way and get something very, very beautiful in return, you could do that. I'll leave them in the link. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker, I'm the creator. So they are true handmade perfumes just for you lucky people in the United Kingdom. I put more than 60% pure perfume oils in my perfumes, which is unheard of. That gives them the huge personality, huge, big, massive beast mode, and also they are very artistic and unique. They are like time capsule, they take you different places, different time, and they are super beautiful if I say myself. Also, if you are interested, there are many reviewers reviewed my perfumes. You could go and check them out as well. Thank you very much as always for watching. Thank you very much for your love and support, and I'll see you later. Bye.